And my favorite part is I love going to the mall.
Yeah.
But I never have any money to spend any money. So
exactly, I like just hanging out.
It gives me a chance to be at the mall and broke as shit. Welcome everyone. This is the Film Glutton with Carlos.
What's up? What's up?
And this is DC Gluttons.
Here we go.
Just in case you guys hear all the ambient noise around us, we are at Century City Mall. For a special Movie Pass and A-List episode, even though this is a DC Gluttons, but we're recording both.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're busy men. We gotta
enjoy the day.
Make our schedule jives.
Hey, I know you're a busy man. At work. What do you got going on? You got something coming up, or you're going to the movies?
Oh, I am going to the movies. We'll get to that one though. Watch the AMC A-List Movie Pass episode for that.
Yes.
Okay, but we wanted to quickly do a DC Gluttons episode. I saw Teen Titans Go.
I've been wanting to see it.
Yeah?
Now, my biggest concern going into I know you saw it. I want to ask you questions because you've already seen it.
Okay.
Is it too, first of all, is it clean cut? Has the story? And then also, too, is it a little kiddish, but is there some mature humor in there?
It's very kiddish,
okay.
But it's also very mature.
Okay.
The way I like to put, and there's inside baseball jokes and outside baseball jokes. So in other words, anybody that's a hardcore DC fan is going to get all the little references. I even think people now. Let me be full disclosure.
Right.
I have not watched. I have not watched Teen Titans Go the show, and the original Teen Titans I only saw bits and pieces because I'm terrible with TV. So the experience is not. So I think even those fans will get something that I didn't. But as a DC fan, I got plenty. And
interesting.
I think kids will get it because there's a lot of lowbrow humor as well as like some different layer stuff.
Right.
The way when I walked out of there, first off, I laughed the entire way. It's a simple storyline. They're not trying to challenge your mind.
Sometimes you know what? Don't make it too complex.
Right.
Yes.
It's not going to be a Zack Snyder version of a cartoon.
It's not going to be.
It's not that. There's no Martha scene.
There's no Martha scene. No dark humor.
Well, exactly.
Although I would take a Batman warehouse scene.
I will take a step back from the Martha scene because there may be some jokes in there. There may be some teaser jokes in there for anybody with the #Release the Snyder Cut movement. You might want to go just to get some of the other jokes.
Okay.
All sorts of different jokes. But the way I compared it to, it reminded me of Animaniacs.
I love Animaniacs.
You love Animaniacs, right?
I grew up with it.
Did you watch it as a kid?
Of course.
Now, here's my question.
Absolutely.
Did you rewatch it as an adult?
I did, and it was dark. It was kind of the same situation I got with like Ren and Stimpy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But animated, it was. Where you kind of look at it as a kid, you look at it so innocently, and you just think it's funny, but then you don't see the deeper meaning behind all the jokes. You know, the added layers that are on.
Yes.
Really?
That's Teen Titans Go. Now, there's not so much social commentary.
Right.
As Animaniacs and even Tiny Toons you can find.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not that level of deep, but it is that type of level where when I watched Animaniacs as a kid, I absolutely loved it. I adored it. And then I rewatched it as an adult going, I wonder if it was just a kid thing.
Right.
No, and I really loved it. I got it in a whole different level. That's the Teen Titans Go experience.
Interesting.
So anybody else that's seen it, throw in some comments, but I wanted to give you my quick thoughts. I give it an extra XL.
Wow.
Just for pure fun. Pure fun.
And keeps you on your toes.
It keeps you on your toes. Yeah.
Nice.
Now, one thing I did say before we started recording to Carlos, maybe if you don't have a movie pass, if you're not on AMC A-List, and you're not a hardcore fan, I don't know if I would drop the money.
Interesting.
Maybe for like the matinee. Sometimes they got those really cheap ones on Thursday or the $5 Tuesday. That would make it worth it. Beyond that, you don't need to go see this in the theater.
Let me ask something.
But I had a blast.
Why did they release it in the theaters? Why do they do like a Netflix or wait till the DC streaming coming up? Why do they release it in theaters? You know what I mean? That was my kind of curiosity. Or give us like HBO or something.
I think there's actually an intention. I think they're going to kind of tie it to the DCU.
Okay.
That might be a little presumptuous, but there's some stuff in there that I don't want to get into any spoilers. Not that there's huge spoilers. It's not like a Marvel film where it's like, oh my God, Thanos did what? But there's some things in there that they could work off of.
Okay.
That would by releasing to the theater brought in people that maybe would not have seen it if they just dropped it to Netflix.
I wonder how much profit, because they didn't market it that much.
They didn't.
No.
And that's another reason why I think they just took the risk, because they had it kind of like sitting there. They were working on it. They had some good names behind it, smart people behind this, and they were just like, you know what? Let's just try to throw it in there. Maybe it'll hit the vibe of Lego Movie. I think
kind of
maybe
like
is what
it.
they were
Yeah,
going with,
maybe kind of catch on with that. That's interesting. Like I said, I was just surprised they didn't put it on some sort of streaming service, but I like it. And you know what? They didn't market that much, so most of the money is just gonna be what, distribution,
exactly,
and just the budget for the movie.
Exactly. So what are you gonna do? And and the people that are behind it, you are paying some big names behind it, not necessarily voices, but well, some voices, but mainly creators.
Who's the main voice in that?
Well, okay. Now let me. I'm gonna look up.
Take a look. I'm curious about it. I was
totally blanking the guy's name, but who surprised me, who's behind it? It's one of the dudes from. Oh, God, it's the dude that plays the voice of Lego Batman.
Oh. Is it Arnett?
Yes.
I like
Will
him.
Arnett, produced it, I believe. I remember watching the credits and seeing his name being like, what the hell?
Hold on. And Will Arnett, Arrested Development. I only know him from Arrested Development. He's so good in that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I was like, everyone will know exactly what I'm talking about if I say the voice of Batman. But I'm going to just confirm specifically, Side. I believe he was producer. But so anyway, so it's just a fun little film. If you're a hardcore fan, it's worth it.
Yeah.
If you want to catch the cheaper shows, or if you want something to do with the kid that you're going to absolutely love too, it's worth it.
Okay.
But there's something else I wanted to talk to you about.
What's up?
We kind of didn't do any Hall H episodes.
Not really. We didn't really allude to it too much.
We gave some hints, but maybe it was because of a little bit of embarrassment because
we didn't. I'm just surprised we didn't get anything major, any announcements. But the trailers were excellent. I knocked them on the park. I thought Shazam was a completely new step.
That's what I wanted to go to.
Shazam was a completely new step for DC. And what I mean by that is that they don't really have a fun humor. You know what I mean? Wonder Woman was good, but it was kind of dark too. It didn't really have that humor tone where the bits and pieces were great. And BVS was dark. Justice League was dark. And Shazam just seems fun-loving. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited. I'm hoping they show some sort of Black Adam. I really hope Black Adam makes an appearance. I hope The Rock comes in. But I think he's good. Bats looks awesome.
Right?
Yes. Billy Bats looks great.
And I got to say, that one made it made me a believer. Yes. Because I was very skeptical. I was very hard on it before. I was like, you were hard on the costume. I wasn't as hard on the costume as you were.
The costume looks silly.
But what do you think about after the trailer?
I love it. After watching the trailer, I'm not going to lie to you.
Okay, go.
It kind of had a little bit of a Marvel silliness to it.
Okay.
I kind of saw
forced,
that, but not forced.
Yes.
It seemed genuine.
Yes.
I love the scene where he's in the metro, and all of a sudden he goes to the area, he's like, you need to see my name's Shazam, and he starts laughing, he's like, really? That's your name? That's a great scene. That was a great little scene.
Did you get the big vibe?
I did. Oh, for sure, the big vibe, for sure.
I'll be honest with you, that's what I got. I was retro. I felt like I was kind of in the 80s, getting ready for big. I mean, that was a huge movie for me. It was a big movie if you...
Okay.
That's
what we did there. Yes, loved it. Looked awesome. But what I thought was... But what stole the show was Aquaman. Aquaman was so good.
Was Aquaman your runaway hit? Your favorite?
Of course. Everything... I was just impressed by the way Atlantis looked. Atlantis looked stunning.
Yes.
And he just... I've always liked a hero that's apprehensive to take up the mantle that he was born to do. You have Aquaman who wants the king take your rightful heir on the throne. He's like, I don't want to do that. He's like, that's a bad pep talk. And you know what? It's a bro humor, and I like it. Yeah. It's not too bro humor. I love the ending. And she runs out and he goes, hey, redheads, gotta love them. He just jumped out. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa. What I love about this is that nothing is coming out in December besides Aquaman. So what I'm hoping for is that they just crush it in the box office. I'm hoping they make 150 plus in the opening, which that might be tough, but still, I'm hoping for that. And I'm excited for Shazam a couple months after in April.
Yes.
Coming right. It's exciting.
Coming right behind it. And we haven't seen anything like Aquaman. No. Under the sea? I mean...
No, this is transformative. And the thing is that this is just another step how DC is changing the superhero universe. They first, Man of Steel, BVS, but Wonder Woman changed everything. It's a female-led superhero, and she crushed it in the box office.
Now, we didn't get anything about Wonder Woman. What about that?
Apparently, they were showing footage of her.
Yes.
They were showing footage that we didn't get. It's Wonder Woman 84. My biggest kind of apprehension is the whole, how do you fit Chris Pine in it?
Yeah, no, I know. I do not want that to be forced.
I hope it's not.
I think it's intentional. I think I want all faith with Patty Jenkins. I think she knows what she's doing.
I think so too. I hope it's not like a Bucky Barnes, like he's, like I was saying the last time.
Yeah.
You have to say a secret word and all of a sudden snaps into this Russian. I don't know. I just hope we don't get anything like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, think about it. This is 1984. World War I was in the 1910s.
Right.
I mean, that's 70 years. How are you going to explain
There's got to be
some.
There's some kind of time travel or something.
Has to be
with
some
it.
sort of
or a facade.
Or a facade.
I mean, it's definitely it's a facade of somebody who believes he's there. Because if you see that still when he's in the mall, he has a clueless. I'm just throwing my phone, everyone. I'm throwing my phone.
Yes,
he has a clueless look on his face.
I'm wondering if it's her just having seeing visions of him. I'm feeling alone and being like, the only man I ever loved.
Maybe.
You know what? Maybe if they incorporate him that way.
Yeah.
Or maybe Cheetah playing mind games with her.
That's what I'm thinking. There's some bigger bad guy that's maybe manipulating both Cheetah,
bad girl,
and yes, exactly.
I'm actually excited. Kristen Wiig. This is something new for her, and I couldn't be more happy.
Right?
I'm excited for this movie. I'm geeked out. You know what the most important thing is that DC is finally going to give us 3 movies in a year.
Okay.
We're getting movies.
Oh my God, 3 movies!
3 movies.
They didn't mention anything about the Joker film. How crazy is that?
They did mention it's 2019, and I know they're looking at De Niro coming in.
Yes, and I was going to say, in fairness, those are facts outside of the Comic-Con.
Exactly.
That's what made it. But they did drop that. But anyways, go ahead.
And
finish those
Joaquin
facts.
Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
I love him. He's a great actor. And he plays the crazy guy so well.
Yes.
So well. So I'm even more excited. I'm curious to see.
And
you know what?
De Niro, though, how interesting is that?
Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be good with De Niro?
I guess they tease him kind of like he's a talk show or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's probably a cameo, but I don't care if that's 2 minutes of screen time. It'll be gold.
Of course, absolutely. It's De Niro.
It'll be gold.
Absolutely. What's even cooler is that I just like that we're getting movies, and finally, DC's going to be out there. That's the thing. That's what Marvel has over them. Marvel just cranks out movies after movies after movies. It's getting accepted, and now they're cranking out movies too, and it's fine. They're revving it up.
They're going.
They are.
Now let's move quickly to the fact one of the reasons why I wanted to wait because I was like, everyone's covering Hall H, so we did our shows on the DCU because that's where my dedication is going to lie. I mean, I'll watch all the films and we'll talk about it,
of course.
But when I signed up for DCU, I was like, this has got to be the first show we do for coming back from DC Gluttons after Comic-Con. But I was totally wrong on my bet.
Oh, yeah, you owe me a burger. That's why we're at the mall.
What are we going to do burgers after this?
We got Shake Shack right up there.
Oh, my gosh. That's it. But maybe I also waited because I was talking about a little embarrassment because it didn't do it. But maybe also I ingeniously waited till after Mission Impossible Fallout to see what McQuarrie would be like as directing Tom Cruise. And I tried to close my eyes and picture Hal Jordan when I listened to Ethan Hunt.
Did you get that? Did it come to fruition in your mind?
Again, he's absolutely not my first choice. Tom Cruise would not be the name I would put in a ballot box.
Okay.
But if Chris McQuarrie came out and said, I'm doing Man of Steel 2 and my buddy over here is going to be Green Lantern, I would buy it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Oh,
it wouldn't be my first pick, but I would buy it, and I'd be like, because you know what? He would make that thrilling. He's the type of guy, I mean, he literally jumped out of a building in this last movie. I mean, he's in a helicopter. He's the first one, not first one, but the first one McQuarrie directed.
Right. Which one, was that the last one?
Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation. I liked Rogue Nation.
He was like holding onto a plane.
I remember that.
Right?
Yeah. That was a great scene. Now let me ask you a question. Would you rather have Snyder or McQuarrie?
Oh, don't make me do that.
I gotta ask.
Don't make me do
now
that.
I mean, you're talking about him being Man of Steel 2. I feel like it
mom
would
and dad getting divorced and saying, you gotta choose one. Choose your love.
Well, I just feel that if we're going to talk about it, like Man of Steel 2, who would you rather have?
Okay.
I'm going to go my personal opinion.
Yes, go.
I'm going to go Zack Snyder.
Yeah?
Just because he did the first one. I love the first one. And I think him and Henry Cavill have something great, have a good dynamic. And Zack Snyder knows how to get the most out of a single superhero.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he has a tough time putting multiple superheroes in, which is up for debate. But I think that he knows that he's part of the DC lore.
Yeah.
And I think he knows it. And bringing someone completely new can change things.
I'm going to throw a curveball.
What you got?
Because you're voting for Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no for coming back to direct Man of Steel 2, even though I would instantly buy those tickets.
Of course.
I would go for Chris McQuarrie if we're just talking about a director for Man of Steel 2 because they're trying to do something. They don't want to force a change. They want this beautiful organic change. So Chris McQuarrie would represent that, especially after watching Fallout. I'm like,
that's a good point.
I've seen 2 Mission Impossible films. I absolutely love him as a director. So I think he could do some uniquely different things. Now, if the choice was Zack Snyder coming back to do his vision,
yeah,
even if it was his vision with some tweaks and some notes,
okay,
I would go for that. But I don't know, unless, I mean, maybe if Zack Snyder was like, no, I could do one film, I know exactly what I want to do. But he had a unique vision. He knew where he was going.
Is this your plea to get the Zack Snyder cut?
It is. It is. I turned it into a release the Snyder cut, which is actually what we're going to end on because there was one fun fact about the hashtag release the Snyder cut movement. I still support the cause 100%. Never give up.
Everyone's
never surrender.
Looking at us right now. It's getting really uncomfortable.
Because I'm shouting in the middle of the courtyard.
John, why are you sitting on top of the chair and have brought a sign?
So security guards are circling.
Oh, no.
Security guards are circling.
So finish what you're going to say real quick.
So Kevin Smith came out and talked about hashtag
yes,
release
you were
the
telling me
Snyder
about that. Yes.
How amazing is that? Now, I don't have the direct quote from me because I don't 100% fact check everything, but this is pretty much true. He came out and said that they should release the Snyder Cut. His suggestion, because he's Mr. Pragmatist, I love Kevin Smith, he's like, I'm going to get high and give you a solution that nobody else can think of that will make everybody happy. That he says, just release whatever raw cut you have. We don't know what they're sitting on.
No, we don't.
A lot of people in the movement believe they're sitting on an actual film that wouldn't require a lot of budget to fix. We don't know. The people who are anti the movement are necessarily anti it, but they just don't think there's enough to put together. So Kevin Smith says, just for the fans, put in call it just the nerd cut or something like that.
Something.
Just throw the storyboards on there, make it rough, make it ugly. Just throw something out there that's cheap that makes everybody happy. And you know what? I would be happy with that. If you gave me like all the, because we know there are tons of really good scenes. We have the Ray Fisher football scene that was done last week that was released.
I love that. That was awesome.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
So like there's these things that are out there that we know are done, so we'd get more of a complete vision. But for those holes that are there, just throw storyboards, throw something. Yes. It's just for us fans. We would all buy it. Do not deny it.
That was a good rhyme right there.
Right?
Yeah, but I think so too. Absolutely. Let's see it.
All right.
But we'll still lobby for it. Who knows where it goes?
That's it. All right. Well, I got to go buy this guy a burger.
Oh, man.
Chris McQuarrie, please come out. And I also do think they're holding out. They got to be holding out for the Cavill negotiations.
I think so too.
Henry Cavill's trying to get more money.
Gosh. And then another rumor came out. Ben Affleck's done. Absolutely done.
Another
100%.
one? Like,
another one came out today.
Yeah.
And then also Kevin Smith, just to kind of piggyback, I know we're short on time. Kevin Smith actually likes the idea of the multiple Joker movies because it's going to differentiate the different DCUs.
Oh, yeah.
Different universes, which I think is good.
I love that, too. I like Elseworlds. Give me just some one-shots.
Exactly.
Anyways, guys, we had to talk about Hall H. I had to throw in that movie I saw, Teen Titans Go. It was a lot of fun. Maybe XL's a little overzealous, but it was a lot of fun. All right, guys, thanks for joining us, and see you next week. This is the Film Glutton reminding you to never turn down an upgrade.
Take care.
Have a good night, folks.